Okay, let's start our meditation practice first. Please find a relaxed and comfortable posture. Keep your back straight as much as you can. Please close your eyes. Take a few deep, long breaths and relax your whole body. In this evening, you all came to the temple sitting in front of the Buddha. We are going to develop our loving thoughts. We are going to focus on our breath. Be grateful for this moment. Be grateful for yourself. Make sure to relax your mind and body before we start our practice. Maybe so many things going in your mind. Please leave them behind you. This is the time that you all going to spend with yourself. Relax your mind, relax your body. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. Let's practice loving friendliness thoughts towards to yourself. Try to be a loving and kind person to yourself. Think, may I learn to forgive and accept myself. May I be safe and protected from inner and outer dangers. May I be content. May I be patient. May I learn to care for myself with joy and ease. May I be strong and healthy, mentally and physically. Repeat these words to yourself and understand the meaning of each words deeply and clearly. May I learn to forgive and accept myself. May I be safe and protected from inner and outer dangers. May I learn to care for myself with joy and ease. While you are repeating these words to yourself, think you are the best friend of yourself. As a best friend, we are always taking care of ourselves mentally and physically, no matter what. Now imagine your loved ones. Imagine their faces individually. If you have any difficult time with some of your family members, slowly let it go. Also, if you want to bless someone especially, you can think about that person too. Send loving and kind thoughts towards to your loved ones. May all my loved ones be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. May they be strong and healthy mentally and physically. Now we can send our loving and kind thoughts towards to all the living beings. May all the living beings be able to find peaceful and healthy environments. May they be free from inner and outer dangers. May they be able to take care of themselves happily. May all the living beings be strong and healthy mentally and physically. If you want to change your posture, you can do it anytime. Do it mindfully and slowly. Now it is time to practice your unconditional love. If you have any difficult people in your life or annoying one in your life, think of them. Don't get any anger thoughts. May my difficult people be well. Be happy. Be peaceful. May they be able to find noble friends and guidance. May they be strong and healthy, mentally and physically. Imagine in this moment you are the one of the loveliest person in this world. Your heart is full of love, full of compassion. Try to practice self-love and also develop your loving thoughts to your loved ones, towards your family members, and also towards your difficult people. Now slowly focus on your breathing process. Take a few deep long breaths. Bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Observe each in and out breath. Breathe in mindfully. Also, if you are having difficult time with focusing on your breath, you can count your breath. You can count 1 to 5. You can count like this. Breathe in 1. Breathe out 1. Again. Breathe in 2. Breathe out 2. You can count like this 1 to 5. Then you can repeat. You can choose what is the most comfortable for you and keep focusing on your breathing process and enjoy this present moment. If you are having thoughts, just know you are having thoughts and come back to the breathing process. Breathe in mindfully, breathe out mindfully. Our mind is always wandering. We call monkey mind. If you are wandering, understand and come back to your breathing process. Breath is our life. We can breathe next breath. We can breathe past breath. We can breathe only this moment. We call present moment. Mindfulness means introspection. It is mean looking inward. Now it is time to observe your inside. Slowly focus on your inside. Try to understand the nature of your mind. When you focus, you can see your skillful mind, your beautiful mind, your good qualities. Be grateful for your good mind, your good qualities. Keep develop them as much as you can. Same time you can see your unskillful mind. Understanding is the most important thing. It means you can fix your mind. Now slowly bring your palms together in front of your heart. Be grateful for this moment. Be grateful for your practice. Be grateful for Buddha and also his teachings. And also be grateful for this place. Without this place we can practice. And make a strong determination to develop your loving thoughts and also to practice your breathing meditation. May peace be with you. May all the living beings be well, be happy, be peaceful. Thanks so much. Slowly open your eyes. Okay, let's chant together. Page number 4. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ. Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Anicca-vata saṅkārā uppada-vaya dhammeno uppajjitva nirucchanti te saṅ bhupa samosukho Sabbe sattha avera hontu. Sabbe sattha abhyapajja hontu. Sabbe sattha anega hontu. Sabbe sattha sukhe attanang pariharantu. Mano pubbangama dhamma mano setta mano manasace paduttena Bhasati va karoti va tato nandukka manveti chakkang vahato padang mano pubbangama dhamma mano setta Manasace pasannena bhasati va karoti va tato nan sukha manveti chayava anapayini. Mind is the form of the states. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If with a corrupted mind, one should either speak of it. Suffering follows caused by that, as does the wheel follow the ox's hoof. Mind is the form of all states. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If with a clear and confident mind, one should either speak or act. Happiness follows caused by that. As one shadow will never leaves. We believe in generosity towards others. We believe the skillful noble path is marked by generosity. We believe generosity has many levels. Think generously, speak generously, act generously. We believe generosity is the heart of our spiritual practice, and this practice allows us to become open, accepting and forgiving. We believe extending generosity to ourselves and others is a direct way of healing division, bringing joy and nurturing this spiritual community for years to come. My wish, may I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who have lost their way, a ship for those with an ocean to cross, a sanctuary for those in danger, a lamp for those without light, a place of refuge for those who lack shelter, and a servant to all in need. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the unwise, only the wise, until the time I attain nirvana. Okay, good evening everyone. How are you today? Okay, happy to see you and thanks so much for coming. And because we all know these days we are having a crazy weather, and I hope your family and everyone is safe. So this evening I would like to talk about three one of core teaching of the Buddha. When we are going to study Buddha's teachings, usually we are learning about these three ideas. It is one of the major teaching of the Buddha. But almost always we are talking here in these three ideas, and we call three signs of existence. But these three ideas it is actually very deep teachings. But today I don't want to go too much deep. I'm going to explain very simply. because these are very, very, very deep. Sometimes people are having difficult time to understand. But let's see, maybe you will learn something, you will get it. So the first one, in Buddha's language, we call Pali language, we call anicca. But this word is we are always talking about. In English we call impermanence. We are always talking about impermanence. This is not a new word to you. And the next one we call suffering. In Buddha's language we call dukkha. The third one, I don't think so you have heard about this word. This is the deepest one in this teaching. In Pali language we call anatta. In English we call non-self. So the first one we call impermanence, suffering and non-self. We call these three ideas three signs of existence. Have you ever learned about these three teachings, or have you ever studied? No? Yes, maybe Tad and maybe Greg. And let's see how we can explain these three ideas. Okay, we all know some part of the world people are having a really full life. And when I have free time, when I have relaxed time, I always like to watch many documentaries. And I watch so many documentaries about so many different countries, about people and about their lifestyles. When I watch those documentaries, I feel so bad. Because people are having really difficult life. But when I'm comparing to here and those countries, also in my country, and I can see big, huge difference. And some part of the world people are having really nice life. But same time, some part of the world people are having difficult life, and sometimes so many violence and civil wars, and maybe you are hearing this news almost every day. And also in my country, we had a civil war more than 30 years, and but 2009 it ended, and after 2009 we had a really free time. We can go everywhere in our country peacefully. But during the civil war, I do remember very end of the civil war, last few months, almost 1 year, suicide bombers bombing area, people are dying. Sometimes they attack to the temples, churches, and people died, so many. But now in my country it is very peaceful and no more terrorists, no civil war. And I can see how much that feelings. So why I'm telling about these ideas? Maybe you're thinking, why I'm telling about these wars and about difficulties. If someone really know about impermanence, they are never going to hurt anyone, because we don't know about our life. Our life is uncertain, and we don't know how long we can live. We don't know about future. We don't know about next month, today, tomorrow. And last 2 days, actually 2 days before, we were talking about, we didn't get enough rain. All the vegetables are dying, grasses are dying. We need more water. Then after 2 days, now we are having more rain. Now we are complaining. So we don't know about future or tomorrow. It is uncertain. So if someone really know about impermanence, they are going to take care of themselves. They are going to take care of their loved ones. No more civil wars, no gun violence. And this world will be a wonderful place. But I don't think so it will become like that. So it is wonderful teachings to think. And I do remember almost 3 years ago, I was walking around the temple, and one person, he ran into me and he told, "Bhante, I was at the temple yesterday. It was my very first day I was at the temple. But who gave a talk, the monk, he talked about impermanence. It was the first day I learned about impermanence." Then he told more, and he said me, "I am having a difficult time I'm going to go for a divorce. So now everything is, it is so much things going in my life. But after I listened to that talk, after I listened to impermanence, I learned so much. So now my life, I start to think about that. I'm changing my mind. So I'm studying, I'm learning. He was so grateful for the teachings because he never learned about impermanence. He never started to think about this idea so much deeply. And so that's why it is very important to think about impermanence, because we don't know when our life going to end. So that's why we always talk about present moment. So Buddha's, all the Buddha's teachings, one of the first teaching is do good, avoid bad, purify your mind. So that is the major teaching of the Buddha. And so if you know about this word deeply, and you're always going to take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, do something good for this world. And I think today while you are here, you want to learn something, you want to share this message with someone. I think it is wonderful. And the impermanence, think about that word. Try to learn something. The next one we call suffering. Maybe sometimes people, they don't want to learn about suffering. They don't want to talk about suffering. What I don't like, we are always experiencing this is too boring word. I don't want to listen in. Sometimes people are ignoring. They don't want to listen. I do remember one time I was guiding meditation. Then I think I told some word, and I told I think I mentioned about anxiety. Then someone told me, when it was nice experience, and he commented, I don't like today meditation because I don't want to hear the anxiety. So the person was very afraid to hear that word, listening that word. Sometimes people are they don't want to think, they don't want to talk about those words, those ideas. But I think in our life, we all have different lifestyles, and we all are experiencing this suffering in so many different ways. And as a monk, I am experiencing this suffering in many ways. And I do remember when I was a little monk, I had a junior monk suffering. How I experienced my junior monk suffering. When I was a little monk, I had to wake up 4:30, which I don't like. But I had to. Then I had to go to practice with all the monks around 5:30, almost 1 hour, sometimes more than 1 hour. Then cleaning. Then again study. So if we skip, senior monks, they are always watching, and sometimes they go study. Then after 12:30 to 5:30, we had to go to monastery to study. Then after study, sometimes almost 1.5 hour learning, our practice time. Sometimes some visiting monks, they are coming and doing some lectures. Sometimes 2 hours. It's night time. I was little. I didn't like. But when I was little, I was thinking, no. One day, I want to finish my studies soon I can. I don't want to enjoy this junior monk suffering anymore. Then I was thinking. Then I finished my study in 2011. Then I became a teacher. So then I'm a senior monk. Then afterward, I was experiencing senior monk suffering. So many responsibilities. I had to teach. Then I had to take care more than 100 little monks. And sometimes we had to go many programs, meditation programs, funeral services, blessings, and many. So when I was little, I didn't have to do that. But after I became a senior monk, I had to do many. So why I'm telling this idea, sometimes we are experiencing this suffering many ways, but I'm not telling those are suffering. I'm really enjoyed my my childhood as a monk, my teaching time. So I really like it. But I'm telling many obstacles, problems, or many difficulties come to our life so many different ways. Just think, if someone want to
want to go to ocean. He wants to swim. Then he's standing on the beach. Then he's thinking, I'm going to swim, but when this wave's going to end, after end, I'm going to jump and I'm going to swim. Can he swim? The ocean's waves are come and go, one after one. It is the nature of ocean. If she really want to swim, what he have to do? He just have to jump. He has to swim through the ocean, through the waves. So sometimes we have to continue our life with this, all the difficulties. So now we were so excited, no more COVID, and so now it's kind of again everything come back to our life, but we have to take care ourselves. So sometimes we have to be that person who want to swim in the ocean. I do remember almost 2 months ago, one of old lady, she visited temple. She was visiting from Arizona. Then I was talking with her. Then she told me, Bhante, I'm having a difficult time. Her kids, her children, they are married and they have kids. They all are refusing this mom. They don't talk with her anymore. And she was telling me that her all difficulties, and they all are refusing, and no more connections. And but she didn't cry. She was so confident while she was telling me. And then she told me, then after they refused me, I take out all the pictures of them in my home. Then then what she did actually, instead of worrying, instead of thinking about that all the difficulties, she started to learn more about dharma. She started to learn more about meditation. She started to go to temple more and more. She started to practice more. Then same time she was volunteering in many different places. Then she told me, I'm volunteering this place also. I'm going to volunteer at a hospice. And she was so happy. She was so confident about that everything. And then she told me, but now they are kind of talking to me now. So which is make me so happy. What should I do? Then she was asking, because she was excited because they all were refusing her. Now they want to talk to her. I was telling some other stuff, and why I'm telling these stories, and I told her, I'm so glad to see you here alive. I mean, if someone has that kind of difficulties, I know many people they are committed to suicide or taking drugs or whatever they are destroying their life. So I think our life like an ocean. We have to jump through the waves, then we can swim. But we have to be very careful because sometimes ocean is dangerous. So this is like our life. So I'm telling why I'm telling these all the things. And Buddha taught us every problem, every solution has every problem has a solution. So just be confident. So keep continuing life. Okay. And the third one, this is the toughest one, deepest one, we call anatta. In English we call non-self. So sometimes I'm having a difficult time to understand this word too, because it is too much deep. But I don't want to go too deep. I can explain like this. So we are not going to attach to things. We know attachment, it is always lead us suffering, worry, sad. We are too attached to something because that everything one day will lose. It is subject to impermanence, subject to change. Let's think about some of our emotion thoughts. We have anger. Sometimes we have anger, resentment, worry, disappointment. That all the thoughts we are having sometimes in our mind. But in this word non-self, Buddha taught us don't attach. Don't think this is me, this is mine, or this is I. Whenever you have anger or resentment, think this anger, it is not I. it is not me, it is not mine. This resentment or this uh, uh, disappointment thoughts, those are not mine. So I'm not an anger person, I'm not a hatred person, I'm a calm person. Just repeat to yourself, then that thoughts will you can change your mind. So these three teachings are very important to think, understand. The first one in permanence, second one suffering, the third one non-self. So I think you get something and try to think about this, all the ideas. And if you want to share something, you can share. Do you have any thoughts to share with us? No? Okay, thanks so much for coming, and have a wonderful night. Drive safe. I hope this rain will go away from us soon.